do
Well,
that.
I pray that we're not doing that. I pray that it's definitely going to the bank. So we will look into that.
She just said she pray. I pray that that's not what's happening. I mean, I know that it is, but I pray my version of prayer. Tiffany is the devil. So a Tiffany prayer, it's going to be sharp. All right. It's going to hurt. Okay. You don't want a Tiffany praying for you. Okay. You don't want that. You don't want them kind of problems. Okay. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Help mama out. Get to the comments and let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. So I can't believe I missed this somehow. Like I was watching this live, but I didn't catch this moment that happened where Tiffany was trying to come at Brittany Norwood. This one over here. She's trying to come at Brittany. Sweet, sweet Brittany, who never did nothing to nobody, okay? She's like a candy cane in a room full of chaos, you know, just the sweetest, you know. So Tiffany like makes this accusation about Brittany, about I will say Norwood. It's easier to remember who I'm talking about Norwood, about why she's bringing up this thing, like it's because of some bill or something that she has that she's trying to get rid of. It was like the nerve of she talking about Tiffany, of course. But let's catch this back together because I miss somehow this flew over my head. I didn't catch it. I'll be running my mouth and I miss things. Okay, it happens. Mama be popping her shit, you know, so sometimes she misses some stuff.
All right. Next on the agenda is discussion of current fines.
Okay, current fines.
So I add this on agenda and I guess we'll make a motion so that we can add this to transfer this to the committee of the whole also.
Okay.
The discussion is the fines. So we have an ordinance number 23-009 where on August the 7th, 2023, you propose that we raise some of the fines in the village. And one of them was the grass fee. So I remember this clear as yesterday.
Okay.
You told us that there were a lot of abandoned properties in the village and that the banks weren't doing the maintenance on it. And then Trustee Stan Brown, he seconded that it was becoming a problem, so that we should do something like increase the fine so that we could make or so that the banks can have more of an incentive to make sure that the grass was cut.
Okay.
And I was totally for that in terms of the banks. But what we weren't told is that the $500 fee is for everyone. So I have landlords that's calling me stating that their tenants are being presented with $500 fines.
Yeah, see, and that's why I'm saying whenever Tiffany come up with these things that are for, like, you know, we're gonna make these big companies or whatever, it's these other people. It's not y'all. It's these other people that we're trying to hold responsible for these things. Like, get that shit in writing. Make it be very specific because shit is gonna be for y'all. That shit is gonna be for y'all. Like, Tiffany thinks she's so slick. Oh my God. And yep, look at it. See? Turned out it was just for the people. She just wrong.
So for a lack of grass cutting. And that wasn't what I personally agreed to. I thought that the plan was to ticket to go up in fees for the banks only. So now that we have tenants or landlords calling, I'd like to take this to the committee of the whole so that we can have discussion so that we can make some changes and discuss it with the residents in regards to who these fines, let's specify the difference between the banks and the landlords and the homeowners in regards to the fines.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I pray that we're not doing that. I pray that it's definitely going to the bank. So we will look into that, and this goes back to what I've just.
She just said she pray. I pray that that's not what's happening. I mean, I know that it is, but I pray, you know, my version of prayer. Tiffany is the devil. So a Tiffany prayer It's gonna have some teeth in it. Okay, it's gonna be sharp. All right, it's gonna hurt. Okay, you don't want a Tiffany praying for you. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want them kind of problems. Okay, her talking about I prayed it. She just told you that it is happening. What the fuck is she talking about? What do you mean you pray? Oh, well, since she prayed for it, it must not be happening then. Oh, no worries. She prayed that it don't happen, so therefore it ain't. Okay, she prays, therefore it ain't. Yeah, nice one, Tiff.
Saying we put stuff on the agenda. We can't give you answers currently because no one knows what you're looking for. You just put village fines. That could be anything.
She's telling you. She just told you what it was. She just said it. Hey, Tiffany. She just said it. She just told you. You don't have to guess.
From ticket to garage address missing, but no one was specific in what it is that
Yeah, you got to be Pacific. Okay, you got to be Pacific.
they're looking for. So we just need you guys to let the department heads know what you're looking for. So when we come to a meeting, we're better equipped and we ain't got to kick the can down the road again to have another meeting that we should have got resolved today if people would have told us what they're looking for. So I'm definitely fine with going over this and clearing it up. But also you guys have to take responsibility for not paying vendors their money for the high grass. The high grass is scattered through our community. Y'all know we have over 400 vacancies, and y'all know that Public Works cannot cut all the vacant properties. And you guys have to work better at coming up with a plan because right now we don't have it.
Question. Okay, this is about the grass. Now, how come people don't cut their own grass? Like the way it was when I was a kid, when I was growing up, my dad cut the grass. It was our grass. My dad cut it. Maybe my brother cut it. I never cut it. So I was afraid I probably chopped my own foot off with the lawnmower. I was extremely incompetent. Don't give me things with sharp blades to them. I will be 1 foot less of a person. Okay? It's just what's going to happen. But they would cut the grass. My dad, he used to trim the hedges. He would get the hedges. They would be so perfect and level. Like he looked like he really liked to do it too. He did such a good job. I was under the impression that when you have a house that you cut your own grass. That's what I thought. Unless you're rich and you pay for somebody to come and do the service for you. Or not even rich. It's not even that much. But or the neighbors, the kids, you give them a $10 bill and they cut your lawn for you. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. For some reason, it's like, who are these people who are supposed to come out and cut people's grasses in their yards? They're like, what is that? What even is that? What is that? That's so weird. It's like, that's weird. It's like, even like the older people, okay, fine, they can't cut the grass, but don't they got like grandkids? What's the point of having children and grandchildren if they ain't gonna cut your grass for you? Period. On period. I just was curious. Y'all let me know in the comments. Am I losing my mind? Is that just not what people do nowadays? I don't know.
As it relates to from you. You guys come in, you dictate and tell us what you guys want us to do, but there's no plan in place from the board that wants to tell us how to run the day-to-day, which I keep telling y'all legislate, y'all do not govern the day-to-day operation. But I just wish you guys would pay people their money so that they can come out and cut the high grass.
Thank you, Mayor, for that. So it's just
See, ain't she sweet? Thank you, Mayor, for that. Inside she's thinking, fuck you, Mayor, for that. But she says, thank you, Mayor, for that. You gotta love Norwood. She's just the sweetest. She's just the sweetest.
and this is just for the record. At this point, this is for the residents.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that
Yeah.
she continues to act as if she does not know what we're referring to. And we talked about the leases. I wasn't going to say anything, but you signed them. So if you signed the leases, how are you unaware of the leases in which we are referring to? It's the smoke and the mirrors. I sit here and I said, you know what, Lord, I was going to let it go.
Ooh.
But you were the one who brought it to us to increase the fines.
Yes.
So if we had a cow meeting, and this is for the residents, right? Because she keeps saying, the trustees this, the trustees that. Let's, just so you all know, there's a thing called checks and balances. That's why we're all up here,
Yes.
right? So we really shouldn't even have to go back and forth with who knows what. The goal is for you to run it past the board, which is us here, to tell us what you're doing and then us approve it. What you've been doing is you do everything on your own. And then when we revert it back and say, hey, no, you weren't supposed to do that. You sit here and say, oh, I don't know what you all are referring to. I mean, I have to get back to you on that. Let's stop doing that. Let's have the meeting. Again, I would like to set it forth so that we can have CAL meetings. Let's go back to having 2 meetings per month like we're supposed to in our ordinance, and that'll prevent a lot of this you acting as if you don't know. Because if we all have this conversation with the residents, they'll know, we'll know, and you'll know. This is a team effort. It's Team Dalton, not a one-man band. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, so
Yeah, Tiffany thinks that she's the Beatles. All of them. She is the Jackson 5. She all of them. She all 5. Okay? She looked like all 5, except for Mike. Mike was really cute. She looked like Jermaine a little bit. She giving very much Jermaine Jackson. You know what I'm saying? All right. She just do whatever. She look at the atmosphere. Look at the atmosphere of this room. How different it is. Which is super strange because now we know that these were her lawyers, her criminal defense attorneys. Stephanie's showing up with criminal defense attorneys. Her administrator's gone, which she now hates with all of her might, apparently. And in the space of that person that take up those spaces is 2 criminal defense attorneys who were now in the building, who also went into, when they go in the back and have their little private meeting, which they definitely had no business being in there at all. But whatever.
what I truly believe, trustee,
I know.
is that you in particular want to decrease the fines because you got tickets on your house for high grades.
Look at that.
Your bushes weren't cut, your grass weren't serviced, right? So you remind me of Trustee Valerie Stubbs that put in an ordinance.
Ask yourself this: how Tiffany know that? How Tiffany know about Norwood's ticket for her grass? How she know? Let me guess. If I had to guess, I would say because she's responsible for them. Look. Give her a ticket. Tiffany is she's a spiteful little devil.
Because she didn't want to pay fines on her rental properties. It's the same thing. You guys only pick and choose things that's beneficial to you guys that affect you. But you were talking about this a month ago. You were talking, please, you're going to be removed. You're going to be removed. You cannot just talk. Remove her. You will be removed. And again, Valerie Stubbs, ex-trustee right there, her. She do things.
Funny, she calls out this woman, says that Norwood is like Valerie Stubbs, whoever that is. And knowing that Valerie Stubbs is in the room, she says this about Valerie Stubbs. Valerie Stubbs starts saying something, and now it's, you can't be talking. Like, bitch, don't bring up my name, and I won't be talking. How about that? Like, it's the audacity for me. I can't wait till they rip this hat off her head. Like, let me know in the chat if you are curious to know what the fuck is underneath of this hat. I call it a hat, okay? I just call it a hat. But if you are curious to know what is underneath of this, I've never seen it. I've never seen Tiffany in her natural state. I've never seen it. I am curious. I will not lie. I am definitely curious.
Things for self. So back to what I'm saying. You have to do better. You have to do better than what you're doing. Okay, you out of order. You need to remove her. Y'all cannot be that out of order. Like,
that's funny. And then you're gonna send the guy who ain't even supposed to be working here no more. He done already been taken off of duty, and she gonna send him to go do it. But like, hey, you don't work here no more. If you don't get away from me, okay, use a civilian. Okay, I could whoop your ass right now. You ain't even a cop. You ain't even a police officer right now. In fact, you impersonating one. Ain't that some shit?
Come on now. Come on. All right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So, as I was saying, we were talking about the fees and the fines, and I know that you were making a comment, and I just think that it's funny how you find the need to deflect. Because if my grass was as tall as the Sears Tower, it still wouldn't compensate for the amount of money that you're wasting on taxpayers' dollars. So it still would not add up to the millions of dollars that you're spending on first-class flights, the millions of dollars that you're spending on parties, the $1 million you're spending on rent cars that you don't remember renting. So with that being said, let's move this to the committee of the whole, and hopefully we can talk about this with the residents so that we could discuss fines, so that this administration won't keep increasing your fines because she just won't stop spending and she won't prioritize the spending. So she'll just continue to spend the money and then increase the fines to make you guys pay for it.
Yes, that part. Look at her.
So in order to stop that, we'll have a discussion as a family with the residents. And thank you guys.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna move forward,
Are you
but
guys voting on this?
they want to send it to committee. So
Oh,
they
it's
wanna
just going
check.
to committee of the whole. Thank you.
So we're gonna move forward, and for the record, people that say things about me, I want you to prove it. Because
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need to, because I can wait. And the I actually have the feds are working on proving it for me. And I have to prove that you ain't shit. You like displaying it right for all of us right now. So all I have to do is play you talking. There, proof. Okay? Yeah, you ain't shit. There's the proof.
like I said, fact versus fiction. Y'all say parties, and I do nothing but unity and gatherings here in the community.
Oh,
when
yeah.
they do it, they say it ain't a party. They do the same thing I do, right? But when I do it, y'all claim it's a party. Y'all say first class fights. Please show me here in the village of Dalton where I did a first class fight.
How would you do a first class fight in Dalton? Who the fuck is flying around this tiny circle that is Dalton in an airplane, an aircraft? Okay, like what you mean? Like prove that I got on a plane and flew to the 7-Eleven in first class. You prove that, bitch. You know what? It's all about the way that she words her question. Like, prove that I did it in Dalton. Bitch, probably didn't even fly out of Dalton. Is there even an airport in Dalton? So no, they can't prove that weird that weird thing you just said.
I want you to show me that receipt, please, and thank you. So, brother,
And that's so funny because they've shown it now. They've proven it now already. It's so crazy. The things that she says.
I just want people to say they mix up the two body of governments that I'm over. They mix them up. We talking about
You mix them up too.
Hold on, we're not talking to you. When it comes to the village of Dalton, please show me the stuff that y'all put up at the meeting for clickbait and got no truth to what you're saying, no facts to what you're saying, but y'all say it and throw it in the air. That's not right.
Yeah, like when you went to go meet Biden, the president, with on your little mayor trip, which is clearly for Dalton, but then you charged it to Thornton. Bonehead move. That was bonehead move. Like
And that's why I tell you, residents, stay woke. Because they will sit here and sing you off and just say anything, as most of the trustees do. They just talk with no facts.
Oh my
All
God.
right, moving on.
They be so busy in here arguing. They don't even be like, they be like, now what we doing again? Oh, what was the emotion? Ooh, my bowels, they in motion. You know? Oh my God. I was like, get organized. You need to get organized.
No, but what you got?
Okay, because it's kind of
Okay, if you don't got no, we're gonna move
no,
on.
we not. We gonna wait until it's quiet because you could call the chief back or something and see what's going
So
on.
do you want to sit here or you want to move on?
We're gonna wait until
It's not. They
when I
gonna
have
be there
everyone's
second.
attention.
So we're gonna sit here until they.
well, we
done.
just want to sit here because
But you can go ahead. If you have questions.
Trustee, all it takes is such a young lady to get up and leave. That's all it takes,
Okay,
and then we
so
can
here we go.
continue.
Sit here.
What was the?
I don't know.
I need you to do.
But is she quiet now?
Yeah, she is. And the mayor needs to tell him to bring his ass back here so we can.
It's all come from her saying this lady name. Could have just not said her name.
Exactly.
This is ridiculous.
It is.
We definitely not stopping this meeting.
Oh, entertaining. Yes, it is. It's very much entertaining. Listening to Tiff try to hold on to this little bit of control. She gonna try to target Brittany Norwood of all people. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. I saw the rage come out though. I saw it. That's right. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Okay? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Norwood? Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Okay? Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I will crush you. Okay? I will crush you. Okay? And my chubby fingers. I will crush you. Oh, Tiffany, I hope you're enjoying yourself with all this little bit of power you have for this tiny little bit of time. And it took you no time at all to ruin your whole life. No one does it like you. Nobody does it better. Y'all behave, okay? Because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. It's just, no, no. That's for them and those, not for me, okay? But mama love you. Yes, you do. Ooh, peace.